have another book today. And it's been on my shelf for a long, long time. It's a very, very wonderful story. And it's called Love You Forever. Forever is a long, long time. And it was written by Robert Munsch, and the person that did the pictures was Sheila McGraw. And they did it for Sam and Gilly. And I don't know who Sam and Gilly are, but I'll bet that they're their children or their grandchildren. Or maybe they're great-grandchildren, because I'm a great-grandma. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Oh, that mama loves her little baby. The baby grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he was running all around the house. He pulled all the books from the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch. You won't believe what he did with it. He flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, that kid is driving me crazy. Look at all the things he's doing. I think that would drive me crazy too. But at night time, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she'd open the door to his room and crawl across the floor and look up over the side of the bed. And if he was really asleep, she'd pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. And he's sound asleep, but I'll bet he can feel his mama's love. The little boy grew, and he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. And look at, he's got bubble gum coming out of his mouth. Look at those things. I don't know. He shouldn't be acting like that. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room and crawled across the floor and looked up over the side of the bed. And if he was really asleep, she'd pick him up, that 9-year-old boy, and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she was rocking him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. There she is holding that 9-year-old boy. Sometimes these pages are hard for me to turn. Let me see. The boy grew, he grew, and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends. He had strange clothes. And he listened to strange music. Sometimes the mother felt like she was in the zoo. And it looks like that. Look at those pictures. Somebody's standing on their head. Looks like they got a lot of food. And he's singing into a something. Oops. See if I can get this page better. But at nighttime, when the teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room and she crawled across the floor and looked over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she would pick up that great big boy and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." And he was sleeping while she was doing that. Oh, there's his bat and ball. He's been out playing ball. But the teenager grew. He grew and he grew and he grew and he grew and he grew until he was a grown-up. He was a grown-up man. And he left home and he got a house across town. He went clear across town. He's not living at home anymore. There he is in a new house. I don't think he can even walk to his mother's house. But sometimes, on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. There she is with a ladder. I wonder what she's going to do with it. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she'd open his bedroom window and crawl across the floor and look over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she picked him up, she would sing, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that mother got older. She got older and older and older and older. I know how that is. You just get old when you live a long time. One day, she called up her son and said, "You'd better come and see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her, and when he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish it because she was too old and too sick. So he's in the kitchen trying to do some work to help her. The son went to his mother. He picked her up and he rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang this song: I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I am living, my mommy he'll be. There he is, rocking his mama. Taking care of his mama now, because she took care of him. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. There he is, the cat's waiting for him. He's standing at the top of the stairs and thinking about what he just did. There he is. Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping, and he picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang. Say it with me, because I'll bet you know what this is already. I'll love you for always, I'll like you forever. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. And that is the end of the story. And it almost made me cry. But it's a beautiful story. And people take care of each other. Isn't that nice?